In the first episode of Second Sight, the Shawshank Redemption asked us a simple question. Are we allowing our circumstances to decide who we are? We may be living inside a prison, but we do not have to let the prison live inside us. In the second episode, Marnie and The Silence of the Lambs took us one step deeper. They asked whether the person we call me is still being shaped by things that happened many years ago. The Truman Show takes this journey forward. Even if we rise above our circumstances, even if we make peace with our past, one more question remains. Are we living the life we truly want or the life others expect us to live? And when we look beyond our circumstances, our past, and other people's expectations, we finally arrive at the most important question. Who am I and who do I choose to become? Most people remember the Truman Show as a clever film about a man whose entire life is secretly being shown on the television. I remember something else. I remember watching a man slowly discover that the life he called his own had been written by somebody else. His town, his job, his marriage, his friendships, even his fears. Everything had been carefully created for him. And yet, Truman did not know that he was acting in someone else's story. He believed he was simply living. Truman Burbank lives in a beautiful town called Sea Haven. The streets are clean, the neighbors are friendly, every day seems almost perfect, but Sea Haven is not really a town. It is a giant television set. The people around Truman are actors, and millions of people are watching his life without his knowledge. Since the day he was born, every part of his world has been planned for him. Truman appears free, but he is only free inside a world created by someone else. What keeps Truman inside Sea Haven is not a locked door, it is fear. As a child, he is made afraid of the sea. Whenever he dreams of traveling, someone gives him a reason to stay. His fears feel personal, his choices feel natural, but they've been carefully shaped to keep him where he is. And that left me wondering how much of the life I confidently call my life did I truly choose, and how much of it did I simply accept because it was chosen for me. Perhaps all of us grow up inside a smaller version of Sea Haven, not a television set, but a world filled with expectations. Our families may tell us what success should look like, our schools may tell us what intelligence looks like, our workplaces may tell us which ambitions are worth having, society may tell us what to achieve, what to own, and who to become. Many of these messages may come from love, some may even guide us well, but if we never question them, we may spend our lives following a script without realizing that we did not write it. Slowly, Truman begins to notice that something is wrong. A light falls from the sky. People repeat the same movements. The radio seems to know where he is going. For the first time, Truman notices the difference between what he has been told and what he can see. His world has not suddenly become false, it was always false. What has changed is that Truman has started paying attention. Once he begins asking questions, everyone around him tries to make him comfortable again. They distract him, they reassure him, they remind him of everything he might lose, because the strongest prisons do not always frighten us. Sometimes they make us comfortable enough to stop looking for the door. But Truman can no longer remain. He sails across the sea, the very thing he has been taught to fear. A violent storm tries to force him back. He does not know what is waiting outside Sea Haven. But he continues because uncertainty has become more honest than comfort. Finally, his boat reaches the edge of the world. The sky is only a painted wall. Truman finds a staircase and then a door. Behind him is everything he has ever known. In front of him is a life he has never seen. For the first time, nobody can tell him what happens next. And perhaps that is the moment Truman truly becomes himself. Not when he discovers that his world is false, but when he chooses to walk into a future that nobody else has written for him. The Shawshank Redemption asked, who are you beyond your circumstances? Marnie and Silence of the Lambs asked, who are you beyond your past? And the Truman Show asks, who are you beyond what others expect you to be? Perhaps we do not discover ourselves by finding one final answer. Perhaps we discover ourselves each time we recognize a script we did not write and choose whether we still want to follow it. Truman does not walk through the door because he knows exactly who he is. He walks through it because he is finally ready to find out. Before we leave, three questions worth living with. Question 1. Which part of my life have I accepted for so long that I never asked whether I truly chose it? Question 2. Am I pursuing something because it matters to me or because it makes sense to everyone around me? Question 3. If I stopped living the life others expect from me, who might I choose to become? If these questions stay with you a little longer than today's conversation, then perhaps this remarkable film has revealed itself once again. Until next week, keep watching, keep wondering, and remember, great movies reveal themselves slowly.